Fatima Askunde. Today we are here to interview Mr. Fred Roland Johnson, a Swedish guy who has been worked in wooden industry for nearly his whole life and started to work in Asia since 1992.
Hello, Mr. Fred.
Welcome to here.
Could you briefly tell us about your profile, your life?
Yeah, of course it's difficult to do that without any purpose. The purpose, if I say like this, when I grew up in my normal school, a teacher had idea I should do something inside wood business. And I feel it's nice and I love it already at that time. And I start to go special school for carpentry. And I was working with carpentry and woodworking in all different kind in Sweden, furniture factories and so on. And I also was a part owner of a factory, a company in Sweden, where we produce both toys and other items. For example, IKEA and other companies as well. At that time, there was some guy, an old friend of mine. He moved to Asia, and he called me one day and asked me if I would like to work in Asia. And I said, yes, why not? So we had a meeting, and after that I was employed by IKEA and started to work in Malaysia. I should learn the culture, because the culture in Europe, Sweden, where I come from, is not the same as in Asia. And my working area at that time was from northeast China, Indonesia, Philippines, and the whole Asia, if I say like that. And at that time I was working as technician, go to the different supplier for IKEA and support them, so they was able to produce IKEA items in the correct way, and correct in the way of different steps, so the result will be correct. And on time, delivery on time, quality-wise on time as well. And if they do that, they should be able to manage a good price. So IKEA should be able to sell it and place new orders. That was my mainly job here in Asia. And after my retirement, 2004, I'm still in Asia. That is the base.
Okay.
While you was working in Thailand, do you have obstacle or problem?
Yes, because sometimes the culture is not the same as what we have in Europe. And for example, delivery day is the day what we agree about. And that can have been problem many times because of they don't care. I say straight ahead, don't care. So we have to work quite hard to discuss and let them understand and support with the supplier, make sure they have all the items what they need, the carton labels, whatever, everything, so they shall be able to deliver it on time. And another thing is, IKEA is what I have experience from. They have so many rules and regulations, what is a must in the way they have to be fulfilled, because otherwise IKEA can be into problem. Nowadays there are so many regulations of environmental part, for example. So for that on, IKEA would all the time follow the most strictly regulations. And that can be a problem to have the supplier to understand fully fully understanding. So we have to, that time, yes, we have to support and discuss. And IKEA have meeting with the supplier and let them know what is going on and what is necessary and what is absolutely must. The only one way what we find out to be able to solve the problem, that was no money. If they are delayed with the shipment, if IKEA was delayed with the money, they start to think. If they deliver it on time, they got money on time. IKEA have been famous in the way of very, very good payment level. They pay on time. Agreement is a week, they pay on a week. So that is to support, because IKEA is a strong company, have a lot of money for that all. So that is some kind of obstacle. Same with the quality measurement and so on and so on. Same. Just remind. That's the way.
My brother, you've been good to me, strong, kind, and brave for me. Through it all, you've seen me through it all.
Back to managing ABAC. I'm Panita Saraya.
I'm Hong Nop Sirasan.
Today we're still here with Mr. Johnson, who has been working with IKEA for 17 years before moving to Asia.
He's one of the best carpenter in IKEA. His position was woodworking carpenter.
So we are back here again. You mentioned that you have been in many different countries, right? And have you faced any like cultural differences with the local people?
The culture is what I say, so different from Sweden, where I come from. So of course there's a lot of difference. Whatever it is, how to behave in different way, in the factory, in the restaurant, or whatever. So of course, there have been many times I have a question mark, what are they doing? But most of the time, what I say, I haven't come to Asia to change the culture. I came here to support and help the industry to be better in the woodworking business. That was the part. So of course, when I follow the IKEA rules, environment part, there is many cases. And most of the time we feel sad about them, the workers, because it can be dirty, very dirty, and heavy, and so on. But we, IKEA, follow the rules, and they said, yes, stop, don't continue like this. And most of the time, they already faced this problem already before they placed the first order. So for that on, we know they're not acceptable. And IKEA follow up every 3 months by the local people, the local office in the country, and they go there and find out if they follow the rules or not. And they must follow at least the local rules.
Okay, for the last question, I will ask about what is your goal when you were young and how do you think that you achieved that goal?
The goal from the beginning was to make sure I can continue work with wood business. And a special goal was, and I feel I achieved that, when I don't need to ask my boss to increase my salary. He did it by himself. That I feel good at that time. That was the goal.
So, is it?
And that have been, for me, I still say I have never ever asked for a salary increasement.
No, it's still constant.
I have been all the time. I'm still happy for that. And today I don't work. I don't. And I have my pension from Sweden, but that I cannot ask to increase.
Thank you for being here with Managing ABAC. I hope that you will get some good inspiration for your life. See you again next time. Bye.